So hi everyone, this is Dikshit. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll be talking about Git hooks. So first we will see what is Git hook, and then we will see like with a simple scenario. So we will see how to execute this Git hooks. So what is Git hooks? So Git hooks are basically a kind of our own scripts, so which will allow to run our own scripts whenever the important events occur in the Git lifecycle. So Git lifecycle like events like committing, merging, and pushing. Okay, the Git hooks are built-in features. We don't need to download anything. So Git hooks runs locally, so it doesn't run on SCMs or something. So it runs locally. Okay, so now we have know that like what is Git hook. So where it will be present. So whenever you clone or whenever you do a Git init, right? So you know that like Git folder will be created, correct? So there will be a hooks folder. Under that, your uh, pre-commit and many hooks are there. So let me clone a repo. So I don't have anything in my mission. So let me clone this particular one. Okay. So it is basically git clone and the URL. So when I do this, so a repo will be cloned onto my system. Okay, cd cheat sheet, and then if I see, so ls-la, you will be able to see the .git folder. Okay, so inside this one, so you'll be having that particular one. Sorry, cd dot git. Okay, so under this, if you see, there is a hook folder. So under that, you'll be able to see the hooks. Okay, so now so .git folder. So under that, we'll have a hooks folder. So this is place wherein hooks are present. And hooks are not checked into source control. That means whatever you have .git folder, right? So which is not checked into a SCM like GitHub or Bitbucket. It is basically only specific to local. Okay. So then where this .git folder came from? Because I just did a clone, right? So then where my .git folder come from? Okay. So which is basically when you do installation for Git, so it will also create this particular path. So wherein you'll be able to see all templates which are related to uh, um, Git. Okay, when you do a clone or a Git init, so basically when you do a clone, so obviously in the background, so first it will do a Git init also. Like you would have did a Git init also, right? So it'll copy. So when you do a Git init, so it'll copy whatever their user share, Git code templates. So it'll copy onto our .git folder. So let's see. So we'll go to that particular folder and we will see. Okay, so we will. So this is basically my present project. So let me go to user share, and then you need to give git code, and then under this there will be something called list templates. Okay, so under this you'll be able to see hooks folder is there, branches and info and all this stuff. Okay, so under this hooks folder you'll be able to see whatever the as you can see on my this one, right, my repo. So all those hooks you can compare it now. So these hooks and these are similar. Okay, so basically it is copied from this folder to my .git. Okay, so let's go back to my project repository. So home, which is basically Dikshit SN2, and then so which is under personal. Okay, so now I have a cheat sheet under this one. So the next one is, so by default these are disabled. So that means, so it is ending with dot sample, right? That means this hooks are like by default which is not running, because whatever, if it ends with that sample, so then it is disabled. Okay, so if you want to make sure your commit is running, a pre-commit hook is running, so then you need to take off that dot sample. Okay, so we'll do that so in a while, so with a simple scenario. And we can bypass using --no verify. So if you don't want to trigger your hooks so before any events like commit, rebase, or anything, so what you can do, you can use --no verify. Then you can obviously hit committed and then you can push it. Okay, So let's see this particular hooks with a simple scenario. So my scenario is very simple. So I have basically my personal, so that is GitHub, and my professional repositories are configured on the mission. Okay, by default my username and email configured to my professional details, and when I do a git commit for my personal repo, so it should take my personal one, it shouldn't use my professional one, right? So that is the what. So for that I'll be creating a pre-commit. So if my professional email ID, if it is there, so as my email or a name, so then I shouldn't commit anything to my personal repo. So that is what I am doing it. So I'll follow a simple convention. So differentiate my personal and professional repositories. My professional repositories are located in home Dikshit SN2 work, and my personal is like located at home Dikshit SN2 actually. So this is not one. So professional, personal. Okay, this is where my personal repository is found. Okay, so by using this folder structure, so I'll just check whether so what is my username set to, and if it is my set to my professional ID when I'm committing to my personal repo, so then I'll make sure. I'll fail that commit. Okay. So as I've told, it's just a simple scripts. So let's go into the pre-commit sample, and also in Git, so we have something good actually. So there is something called as post. Post means which happens, which runs after some particular event. So in my case, if you see, so there is something called as pre-commit and pre-push, post. So some things are there, right? So post means post update. Pre means pre-commit, before the commit. Okay. So this is a simple convention so that we have. As you can see, post update, pre-commit, so all this stuff. Okay. In my case, basically I'm updating pre-commit because before my commit, so I need to verify my email ID. So git email ID, what it is set to. Okay. Now let's go ahead. So let's go ahead into my repo cheat sheet. Now so let's get into .get. So here hooks, right? So we have hooks. So sorry, I did some mistake. Okay, basically it went to some other folder, I guess. So let me cut it forcefully. Yeah. So now so basically I need to go to hooks folder. So then I'll update this particular before that I'll take off that pre-commit dot sample extension, pre-commit sample. So I'll just name it as only pre-commit. So I just need to take off that sample extension. Okay. And as you can see, so I've just renamed it wrongly. So let me, it should follow a proper naming convention. So pre-commit. Okay. Yeah, now it is configured. Now I'll do little changes in that. So pre-commit. So when I do VA, so as you can see, so there is already a script, a basic script, so which basically checks for ASCII things, and then if any ASCII file names are there, like if any file name has ASCII characters, then it will make sure that commit has failed. Okay. Now in my case, so this is a script I'm taking. So this is a basic script. So what I'm doing, I'm just like taking a present working directory, so storing into a variable, present working directory variable. So let me copy this one to Notepad++. Maybe there you can properly able to view it. So I'll take a new one. So as you can see, I'm storing a present working directory in PWD, and then I'm just verifying it. Like if my present working directory is equals to, if the present working directory contains personal. Okay, so that means that is personal folder, right? So then go inside. Okay, so then it will check for email, git config user email. So in my case, let me show you before that. So let me run this particular one, save it. When I do git config, see it is set to Dikshit Suktur at work.com. So this is my work related email ID. Okay. So it will take this particular value and it will store it in email. Okay, then I'm checking it. So if the email is equals to, if email contains Gmail, so then go ahead and just echo blank. Okay, or else if doesn't, like if my email doesn't contain Gmail, so then what I'm doing is like I'm just prompting a message saying like email is not configured to personal usage, and then I'm specify echoing like how to set a particular user. Okay, and then I'm making sure exit one, so that means my particular command will fail. Okay, so basically a commit. Okay, so let's go ahead and copy this one. So vi pre-commit. So when I do this, so I'll be able to see my VI editor, and so let me copy paste this particular one. Okay, so now my script is configured in pre-commit. So what we will do, so we will do some changes in my repo. So as you can see, again, git config, and then user or dot name is set to my professional username, and also if you see my email is set to work email. So I mean, in this case, like I need to make sure my commit should be failed, because it should set to Gmail, right? So I mean, if it is set to some professional ID, so I should make sure my git commit fails. Okay, so let me add few files ab. Okay, not git, so it's just that's ab. So now two files are there, so let me do git add dot. Okay, so now if you check git status, so two files are there. So when I do git commit now, -m, so let me give some message which is test. So see, I mean, because of my particular pre-commit, it is failed. So email is not set to is not configured to personal usage, so that's the reason it is showing this. Okay, so however, if you want to just like ignore this particular one, if you want to do some commit or something like that, so then you can use hyphen no verify. So that is also there. Git commit -m, so test. So let me give it as hyphen no verify. So you're still able to commit it. Like even then, if you're not configured, even then you are able to commit it. Okay. So this is how you'll just ignore your hooks, and then you'll be able to achieve something. Okay. And let's say, so this is only for this particular repo, because we did changes in this particular .git folder of this particular repo. So let's say I'll just clone it. Okay, another repo. So if I want to have the same thing for that, okay, let me go to professional again, and so let me clone some other repo. Okay, so now I've cloned cheat sheet. So let me clone something else, like let me clone something Docker file. So git clone, and then it's a Docker file. So when I do now, so when I go inside Docker file, okay, so when I do let's say touch ab, and still my git config username is set to my professional one itself. Okay, we'll check git config. Sorry, it's username, so it's a typo mistake. Username, so still it is set to my professional one only. So in this case also, so I shouldn't be able to commit it, right? So two files are there, git add dot, and then if I do a git commit -m, and then if I give test, so still see, I mean, it is able to commit. My pre-hook is not configured properly. Correct. So if you want to commit, I mean, like if you want to have this hooks globally, so what you can do is like, so basically the template, when you do a git init, so all your templates is is like these hooks are copied from that template folder, right? So you can go ahead and you can change that only, so that like whenever git hit happens, like it is copied from there only, right? So whatever the pre-commit we have, so that time it will be copied here. Okay, so let's go there, user share, and then we have something git core. Okay, and templates, and we have hooks. Let's do let's move first pre-commit to. Okay, so let's do this change, and then we will add this also, pre-commit. Okay, so when you do this, insert, click on insert, and then just insert our script. Okay, so basically this script. So, and also I need to change one more thing. So because I have used a double braces, so because of sh it is failing. So I have just observed that when I did previously. I'm just changing my shebang line to bash. Okay, so now, so if I go back to my folder where I have projects, so digit sn2. So here, so when I go to my personal, okay, so when I go to Docker file again, so again if I do a git in it, again those files will be copied. So now if you go to hooks folder here, .git hooks folder, under this, if you will be able to see pre-commit, which is dot extension is taken off. Okay, so now we will go to our repo back, and then we will try to get, sorry, we will create a few more things, touch the and see. So two files have added. So now we will git add dot. So then when we are committing it, so it says like it should fail actually, basically. Okay, as you can see, it failed. Okay, so this is so I mean, this is what I wanted to show in this particular video. So configuring pre-commit hook. So any hooks, this is how you will configure. So that's all. Like if you want to globally declare your hooks, then you need to go to templates folder. You need to define it there. So then when you do a git dot get sorry, git in it, so those files only will be transferred here, right? So if you do something there, it will be affected here also. Yeah, so that's all for this video. If you like the video, please share and subscribe. Thank you.